I'm sure most of you are aware that Hypixel released an announcement that they're going to be updating Skywars in the first quarter of next year, and I'm just going to talk about two things. The first being things that I hope to see in the update, and the second being things that I am excited for. All the points I'll be talking about will be timestamped in the description, so if there's only a specific one you want to hear about, then you can just look down there. The first thing that I hope to see brought in the update is a change to the Angel's Brewery. As of right now, you can see purchasing a potion allows you to activate it for 50 games. And as you can see here, I have quite a few games of this specific potion, but pretty much all potions do is they add buffs, but they get consumed every single game, whereas when they were first added to the game, they were only consumed on a win, every 25 wins instead of 50 games. By making potions consumed on each game, you're incentivizing players to actually try to win a lot more and play annoying, which in this day and age is very problematic to the Skywars community. So a big problem with them being only activated like on wins was that players would abuse the potions by pretty much getting a bunch of kills in the game, reaping the rewards of the potion, and then just jumping off the map so they could use the potion pretty much infinitely. But a way that Hypixel can counter this is that you bank the rewards and only reward the player if they get a win, so that they can't abuse the effects. So that's the first thing that I hope is added to the game. Another thing that I hope to see is a change to the kit, because right now there's a very large meta in Skywars where people are using the Endlord kit. I may have to make my very own video on this specific problem. But Endlord is just a completely overpowered kit, and it's really unhealthy to have a meta with that specific kit. It just kills the game. It allows players to play risky while forcing everyone else to play super safe, and it just makes Skywars not very fun. But it sounds like that they are trying to counter this by adding kit prestiging, which I will talk about a little later. But currently the kit meta in Skywars is just everyone goes the same 3 kits, and it's not very fun. It gets repetitive, which is why I'm playing Lucky Block Skywars right now. Another thing that I want to see is being able to revert back to old prestige colors. You can actually currently do this with prestige icons, so if you're, say, in Amethyst Prestige, you can go back to the prestige icons from like Gold or Diamond Prestige if you like them. I think this is a really cool idea, and I think that it should also be implemented for just regular prestige colors, because there is a lot of prestige colors that just suck. Like, for example, I am in Emerald Prestige. I really don't like this prestige at all. I think the color is just completely ugly, so if I had the chance to go back to Diamond Prestige, which is that blue, I would take it. Now, if this was to be implemented, I don't think that it should be unlocked like immediately. I think that being able to unlock being able to revert back to different prestige colors should be a reward for probably maybe any time after Emerald or Sapphire Prestige. Another thing that Hypixel is adding is they are adding prestige schemes, which I will also talk about a little later. Another thing is that I think they really should remove matchmaking in the lobbies. Right now there is like a light matchmaking. I'm not completely sure what they call it, but it's pretty noticeable. I've played on newer accounts, and basically what the matchmaking does is it pairs newer players with newer players, veteran players with veteran players. And this sounds like, in theory, it would be a good idea, but really that is one of the things that is actually destroying Skywars as a game mode, because if you think about it, a lot of B-hoppers, they're very low in level, so all the newer players will be getting in front of the B-hoppers. They'll just be getting constantly cheated on and just not want to play the game mode, which is very problematic for a game mode that is dying in the first place. And also, if these, of course, matchmaking is not going to reduce the amount of B-hoppers, but it will. So overall, everyone's going to be getting more of a chance to win their games. And the last thing that I hope to see fixed is the map rotation problem. Another reason that I'm not playing normal mode right now is because I'm just always constantly queuing terrible maps such as Chronos, and Hypixel just can't seem to figure out how to not have those in rotation. Like, two terrible maps, Chronos and Onion Ring, have both been in rotation for an extremely long amount of time, and they've just never been taken out of the rotation. I find this very problematic, as those maps are just completely luck-based. But yeah, I think what they should do to fix this problem is have like a community ranking of each of the maps, and have the maps that are more liked by the community put in more than the maps that aren't. So this would mean that we're actually getting consistent good maps instead of terrible maps like Chronos and Onion Ring. And now for the things that I am excited for in the update. One thing that they're going to do is they're adding kit prestiging, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. And basically this means that as you play different kits and get XP in them, you unlock rewards. So I think this is a very good idea, and it is going to incentivize players to play new and different kits. So hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more variety in games. Another thing is, just a minute. And yeah, this should hopefully, I mean, there's still going to be players that are playing and Lord and those kits, but it's going to be a lot less common, I hope. And I just think that adding more variety to kits being played is going to overall help the game. What is this guy doing? Okay, I'm probably gonna die just because of that. Why am I still burning? Another thing that I'm excited for is just the XP changes. They said that they're going to be making stars easier to gain. I don't know what that means. I think there's two possibilities. They're either going to half the amount of XP it takes to get a star, or they're going to double XP gain in games. I don't really see it going double XP, so I think they're going to halve the stars. That's so annoying. Well, at least I got him. But I'm actually personally excited for this because that means I won't have to be this horrific prestige anymore. Which actually moves us on to the next point, which is the prestige schemes. I'm not quite sure how these are going to function. I don't know if they're still going to be like different prestiges every 5 stars, or if you just become like a default prestige and you get like actual prestiges by unlocking the different kits. But either way it goes, I'm actually excited to see how it unfolds, because there's a screenshot and the prestiges look like they are very cool. The only downside being that they take 75,000 XP, which is in today's day and age 7.5 stars, I think. Yeah, it's 7.5 stars, which is just crazy. Or my only clue to believe that the XP gain is to be doubled is just because the prestige gain for prestiging kits is so high. It just doesn't make sense to have normal XP gain equate to 75,000 XP for prestiging each kit. It just doesn't make sense at all. And that is all my major points for this video. I'm very excited to see what they do with this update, and I think no matter what, it is going to make the game better. I mean, of course, with every update, there is going to be a lot of bugs at first. That's just something that should be expected. Please don't see me. Big. 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 Okay, where is this last guy then? That's better. Oh, he's over there. I just nearly fell off the map. GG's, nice. That was a good win.